Hi, welcome to my house and welcome to my channel. I'm Laura Cepeda and today I'm going to give you the second part of this baby summer set of jacket and romper. Remember that in previous videos I have taught you how you can make the jacket. Well, today I will teach you how you can make the romper. I will give you step by step, and remember that if you haven't watched this first part of the jacket, here in the description box below I will share the link where you can find this first part of the jacket, okay? But well, today I will give you the second part of this baby set. I will give you all the steps on all my secrets to make this romper. I will teach you how you can make it in different sizes too if you want, okay? But well, before we start, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and right away I will give you all the steps. So let's start. Okay, we are going to still use the material that we have left from the previous jacket. Remember that I'm making a newborn size, so for both for the romper and for the jacket I'm going to use 150 grams of this fine material in degraded colors, okay? In this case it's like an aqua color like the label, and I'm going to use the hook of 3 or 3.5 according how you crochet. If you want to use this same material, here I will share all information where you can buy it. To buy all the materials that I use in all my videos, you can visit my online store www.lauracepeda.es and we will send it right to your house. Well, remember that in a previous video I teach you how you can make the jacket, so today I'm going to show you the second part of this summer baby set of romper and jacket, okay? Remember that we will use the same materials and we will use the same hook and everything. Let's start. Well, with one thread and with our hook we are going to start making chains according to the size of the baby that we are going to make this romper for, okay? Remember that babies use diapers, so we have to take that into account. So we are going to make as many chains as we need until these chains goes all around the waist of our baby. In this case I'm going to make 100 chains for a newborn. Well, at the end of the 100 chains we are going to make 2 chains more. We will count 3, and in the 4th we will insert our hook and we are going to start making double crochets. We are going to make these double crochets of 2 crochets. We are going to make 1 in each stitch. We are going to take both parts of the chain like this, and right there we are going to insert our hook. Like this is how we are going to continue the whole row. We won't close the row. We are going to continue like this, so it will be easier to put on. Well, at the end of the row, please make sure that you have 100 double crochets. We will turn around and we will go up with 2 chains, and we are going to take 1 stitch in relief like this. We are going to place the hook in the back and we are going to make a double crochet, and once we are going to take the stitch placing the hook in front. So like this is how we are going to alternate, and we are going to make double crochets in each stitch. Once we are going to place the hook in front and once in the back, like this the whole row. At the end of the row we will finish making a double crochet, not in relief, okay? Then we will turn around, we will go up with 2 chains, and we are going to start placing the hook in the back like we made it in the other row, remember? And then we are going to place it in the back, then once in front, and like this is how we are going to alternate. And this is how we are going to continue for 4 or 5 rows more. At the end I will teach you how many I made, okay? But let's continue. Well, I made 1, 2, 3, and 4 rows. I think it's enough for the elastic for the romper, so this will go right away to the waist. I will tell you exactly how many centimeters. 19 centimeters, so you can take this as a reference. Remember that this is for a newborn. Now that we have the rows that we need and everything is okay, now we are going to continue with the next stitch. Remember that we are going to make this to complete the set of the jacket, so we are going to use the same stitch that we used there. Okay, so we are going to make this stitch, so we will go up with 3 chains. We will skip 1, 2, 3. We are going to make a shell, so we are going to make 2 double crochets of 2 crochets, then 2 chains, and again in the same stitch 2 double crochets, then 1, 2, 3 chains. We are going to skip 1, 2, 3, single crochet, then 1, 2, 3, skip 1, 2, 3, right here on the third, a shell again, 2 double crochets, 2 chains, and then 2 double crochets, all of them in the same stitch. And like this, repeating this sequence the whole row. And remember, like we made in the jacket, we will go up with 3 chains, and now we are going to make this stitch but in relief. We are going to make the shell, placing the hook in front of the double crochets like we made in the last row, and we are going to repeat the same also where we have to make the shells. We make the shells, and like this we are going to continue. But you know what, I think that before we continue we are going to close to make the stitch in circles. Okay, so to close and to start creating the shape of the romper. So I think that I'm going to close here. I think that this space is enough for the bottom, right? So, or what do you think? So I'm going to slip 1 to close, and then I'm going to continue with the stitch. And also we are going to slip 1 until the first stitch to right away continue in relief with the stitch. Remember that we are going to place the hook in front, and where we make shells we make the shell over shells, okay, but now in relief. And like this is how we are going to complete this set. And when all the colors start to come out from lighter blue, it will look amazing. It will go from lighter blue to darker blue. Well, you know, like green aqua, but I think that you don't tell correctly in the camera, right? And also this material is so fresh. As I told you, this is a summer baby set, so it's beautiful. Well, so this is how we are going to continue repeating this sequence and until we arrive to this crotch. Okay, we are going to make as many rows as we need until we arrive there to divide each leg and continue with the stitch. Okay, for now let's arrive to this crotch, and then from there we will divide. Remember how we made in the sleeves? Well, it's basically the same, but now with the legs. But well, for now let me finish this row to teach you how we are going to continue. Well, look, I finished making 3 chains, and then I'm going to slip 1 to close here, and then I'm going to slip 1 more till the middle of the next space until here. So let's slip and 1 more. So once we are here we will go up with 3 chains, and we will start right away. Remember, 2 double crochets, 2 chains in the same space, and 2 double crochets again together. Okay, so like this is how we are going to continue making as many rows until we arrive to the crotch. I think I'm going to make the same distance. Well, look, if I count these splits, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I finish with the last row in relief, right? Okay, so once we have the rows that we need, well, we are going to place it correctly. We are going to fold it and right where we divide, and where we are going to place the bottom, we are going to take it as a reference and we are going to divide it in half. So we are going to count 2 shells each side, and then we are going to make the next 3 shells. We are going to make 1 seam more, and then we will repeat the same in the other side. So we will cut the thread, and then we will continue making 3 shells more and 1 seam more, and then we will close. This will be to cover the diaper. So remember, each seam goes with the 2 rows, one in relief and the other one not in relief. Okay, but we'll see you there, and then we will continue with the legs. So for now let's finish this first. Well, I'm going to stop here a little bit. Remember that this is the first part of the series. Now I'm going to turn around and I'm going to make the second row of the series that goes in relief. So I will go up with 3 chains and I will start right away in relief. Remember that this is the last 3 shells that I will make in relief, and then I will close. We are making this in this side and in the other side because this is for closing the diaper, okay, to cover the diaper. But we'll see you when I finish to continue with the legs. So look, finally I finished 2 sides, making 1 zero more each side. Now I'm going to make just 1 row more in one side, and this will be to join with the other side. So this is how we are going to make it. So we are going to use the same stitch to join both sides. So we will take the other part, we will insert our hook, and we will continue with the stitch. Okay, we will try to continue with the stitch and we will try to match them as much as we can. Okay, so for now here I'm going to complete the shell. I'm going to, while I'm making this, I will take one side and the other side I will try to join. Remember that I'm making this with you too, so if something goes wrong while I'm making this, well, I want you to see where is my mistake. For example, here I think I'm going to complete this side first with the shell, and then I'm going to take the other side, right? But well, here we have a big space, so I think that here I'm going to fix it. As I told you, we will try to match the stitch as much as we can. So here with the 3 chains I'm going to slip one and continue with this stitch so we can close that space a little bit more, right? So like this is how we are going to join, trying to make the same stitch. So we will try to blend this joint. So this is how we are going to continue. Remember, if you need to make more series in this part because your baby is bigger or the diaper occupied too much space, well, you need to make more series, okay? And remember that also I'm making this for a newborn, so you have to take that into account, and you can take this side and size as a reference. But well, for now let's continue until we completely close this part. Well, as you see, it looks like this. Also, if you want, you can leave this part open and leave and put some bottoms there, right? But well, then we will continue with this stitch. We will repeat this stitch in the legs. But well, for now, let me finish this part to continue then. But I want to continue making this part with you so you can see how it is, because well, remember that I'm making it with you, so if I have something wrong, if I made a mistake, I want you to see how we can fix it. But well, here I think we've finished, so one more stitch and this is how it looks. You see how it blended? It looks good, right? But well, now that we are here, well, we are going to use this thread. And as you see, we have plenty of space for the leg. So we are going to continue making this stitch. So we will start making a row of double crochets. Please take care that you don't reduce too much the space, okay? Try not to make this stitch too tight and this part too tight, because if not we will reduce a lot the space and we don't want that, okay? We just want to reduce a little bit just to make this part not to look loose. And also count how many double crochets you made in this part, because you are going to make the same number in the other leg. Well, I counted and I made 26 double crochets. I'm going to slip one to close, and remember that right away I'm going to take the first stitch in relief. I'm going to continue making double crochets, and remember that I'm going to alternate. Once I'm going to place a hook in front, and once I'm going to place the hook in the back. And like this is how I'm going to alternate all around it and the whole row. And like we started, it has we are going to start each row. We are going to make the same number that we made here. We are going to make 4 rows like this one. And the row that we are making now, it's the row number 2. And the same number of rows that we are making here, we are going to make them in the other leg, okay? Also with the same number of double crochets and everything. And I braid 5, and at the end I have 36 double crochets, okay? Well, so I made the same in one leg and in the other leg too, okay? With the same number of rows and everything, okay? I get ahead and I made the first part of the strap. As you see, I left one shell, and then I continue in the next shell. I put 7 stitches of double crochets, and well, the length of the strap will depend on the size of your baby. Remember that this has to cover the back, part of the shoulder, and also part of the front, so it will depend. At the end I put a shell like the one I made with the rest of the stitch, so it can match it better. Okay, for now I'm going to teach you how I made it so you can see exactly how it is. Only it's missing the other strap, and also I'm going to make a last row here so we can put a bottom here. I'm going to use the same bottoms that I use in the jacket here, but well, with the same thread and leaving the same space in one side and in the other. We are going to count 1, 2, 3, and in the fourth is where we are going to start making the strap. We are going to use the same stitch, the same color, and everything, okay? So remember that we are going to leave the same space in each strap. So here I'm going to take the stitch. We will start making double crochets. So I will go first with 3 chains, 2 and 3, and then 1 double crochet in the next stitch, in the next space, and we will make 7, the same number of double crochets that I made in the other side. And remember, while we are making this, we will try to hide this thread, so we will crochet over this thread, okay? If you want, you can put less stitches or more according to the design and the style that you want. In this case, for a newborn, I made 7 stitches, 2, 4, 6, and 7. Okay, then in the next stitch we will go up with 2 chains, and remember that this is already occupied by the chains, and we will continue making double crochets. These double crochets will be of 2 crochets, okay? So well, you have to make the same number of rows that we made in the other strap. I will measure it so you can take it as a reference and you can see exactly how many rows or how many centimeters you need to make, okay? So I'm going to take this strap, and it measured, as you see, 30 centimeters, okay? And remember that at the end we will make a shell here in the tip, and with that we finish. Well, so now that we have the same long, we are going to continue making the shell. So we will insert a hook right in the middle. We will make the double crochet and a picot. Then again double crochet and a picot of the parsley. Okay, remember that it's a little bit different. It's not It's like we made the picket in the other stitch. Remember that this is called parsley. So all the double crochets will go in the same space, and we will make the same number of double crochets in one side than we made in the other side. Let me count how many I made. I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so 6 double crochets with 5 parsley, with 5 picots. So this is one parsley with 5 picots. Yes, because it sounds weird, right? Well, at the end we will finish with a double crochet, and that's it. We will cut, and now we are just going to continue making the last row of this part. Okay, to close and to put a bottom right there. So with the same thread we will make a knot to continue. Well, here we are going to make an eye, so we can put a bottom right there. Okay, so I'm having a little bit trouble. So well, once you have your thread ready, we are going to continue. We will make some chains. Okay, let me take a stitch. 1, then we will make a single crochet, and then we will start 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, and we will insert the hook in the same space where we have started. So this will be the eye where we are going to pass it through the bottom, right? And then we will continue making single crochet. While we are making this, we are going to crochet over the thread so we can hide it. So we will continue until here. And well, while we are making this, please try not to make the single crochets too tight. We don't want to reduce this part and create pleats, okay? While we make this, try to hide the loosened threads that you have, and also when we finish, we are going to hide all the loose threads that we have, okay? It's important that you need to know that we won't iron these pieces, okay, because of the stitch. We don't need it to iron, so we will leave it like this, and with this is enough. If you want at the end, you can wash it, and that's it. Well, now I'm going to sew. I'm going to place a bottom right there. I'm going to put a simple bottom, the same bottoms that I use in the jacket. And well, here in the straps we are going to place them like this. Look, so let me fix it. So we have the straps. We are going to use the straps crossed in the back, okay, and in the front we'll go straight like this. And I suggest that you should put the bottoms in the romper, not in the straps, okay, so you can adjust the straps, either if you need to adjust more and you need to pull your straps according to the size of your baby, or no, okay, but I suggest that you put them there. And with this we finish, okay? It's also important that if you are going to make a gift and you don't know exactly the size of the baby, well, it's important that you put the bottoms there so they can adjust, okay? Well, now let's play the bottoms and the final details, and now let's see how it looks, okay? I'm excited. Well, I want you to see what I made here. This is a secret that we will have here between us, right? So I put a pleat right here. I make a knot with one thread to fix the shape of the romper, and then right there I put a ribbon to give it like a final touch. So I reduce a little bit the leg with this secret, with this thread that I will place here. I make a knot, and then I will hide these threads. I'm just going to cut them. I'm going to hide later these threads, and then here I will put a ribbon so you won't tell what I made there, right? So I think it looks so much better like this. So well, remember that at the end you will need to hide these threads, and I'm going to just put a ribbon right there. You can make this project in so many different colors. Also, if you don't want to make them in the same color, you can match different colors, different textures, and you can create your own design. And now look how beautiful it looks. I put up some bottoms here and a bottom in the back, and I use the same bottoms in the jacket too. You see, I use two bottoms, and this is how it looks. This is the complete set. This is the complete summer set for babies. What do you think? I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and if you want, you can put a ribbon here too for a gift. Well, now it's ready. Now you have ready this beautiful set of jacket and romper. So I hope that you have liked this video. I hope that you have enjoyed making this project with me. Please, if you make it, take a picture and tag me. Before you go, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to leave me a comment, and if you like it, please don't forget to share it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the coming videos. Bye!